So yeah, I don't typically like to cover the same deck or similar decks very close together, but when you have the run that I did with the Sandman deck, I just had to cover it. Now, if you watched my most recent video and the deck that I played to Infinite, I just played a standard old school Sandman list that performed exceptionally well for me. Probably one of my quickest climbs to Infinite, came in at rank 16. I did mention today's deck inside of that list saying I thought it was a far superior version, but I wanted to spend a lot of time with it. Well, I have spent a lot of time with the deck at this point. Leaks came out. I was trying to grind and win my league, get that coveted Deadpool emote. Unfortunately, we do have that exploit, and fortunately though for the community, everyone will be getting that emote, but kind of a lot of time wasted trying to grind it, but that's neither here nor there. Although when the Jeff season rolls out in 2 weeks, people are going to want that emote too, and it's really just going to come down to who has more time to play the game, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the deck. Now, just on the untapped tracker that I'm showing here, showing 44 games at an 84% win rate, which is just crazy, but I think I do have probably a couple hundred matches with the deck at this point, just playing and grinding away on mobile. But let's go ahead and talk about the deck and why a few key changes from the original list just makes it that much better and far superior, and what we're actually doing here with the list. As previously stated in the other video, this specific list was put together by Sizer, and it's only 3 cards off the original list. We have the Nocturne, the Super Scroll, and the Blink. The 3 cards that are missing is the Wasp, the Brood, and the Zoriman, so we're kind of just dropping the whole Brood of Zoriman package, which really is not that impactful or that impressive. Playing out a Brood is actually weaker than just having 4 Ultron bots or 3 Ultron bots, because the original Brood does not get affected by Patriot. So instead of having basically 3 cards that are worth 4 power, you end up only having, 2 of the Broods at 4 power and the original staying at 2. So really not a big difference here, but the cards that were swapped in, crazy potential. We have the Super Scroll here, so in a mirror match with another Patriot deck, being able to take their Patriot or their Blue Marvel is crazy. It allows you not to have to play the Sandman on 5. You can play your own Blue Marvel if you want and let them drop the Sandman, so basically you're just way up in points. If you come up against a Destroy player, it can act as its own null. You've got players that are playing the Darkhawk and the Iron Man and the Mystique. It just kind of helps you overall with that as well. And then, if you do run up into Living Tribunal, definitely a factor in that. So Super Scroll just helping you kind of break that even gap on those matchups where they have really good ongoing cards. Super Scroll is also very good into the Zeus decks that are very popular right now, because they are running Kazar, they're running their own Blue Marvel. So again, you can take that and just make your Ultron bots that much bigger. But the real key change here is that Blink. And at first you might be looking at Blink saying, I don't understand what it's doing in here. And the thing is, your deck is really only looking to do about 3 things. You want to play a Patriot out, you want to play a Sandman out so that your opponent can only play 1 card on the final turn, and then you want to put massive stats out with that Ultron from the bots being buffed up by that Patriot. Now, the deck is already pretty consistent because you're trying to play Ultron on turn 6, so you get to see most of your deck. But in those rare cases where you don't, Blink just almost guarantees this deck feels like it is 100% consistent in doing what it is trying to do. Because if you blink a card that's 4 cost, 5 cost, you almost always know what it's going to be, and at worst case, it's going to be a 50-50. If you're blinking a Sandman and you don't have Dr. Doom or Ultron in hand, you know it's going to be one of those, and kind of cry when it ends up being Dr. Doom. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But Blink just allows you to be that much more consistent. That is all she is doing here. But if you're playing with a tracker, you almost always know what Blink is going to turn into. But what you're really looking to do is in those games where you don't pull your Ultron, you're wanting to guarantee you play a Sandman out and then you blink the Sandman away and turn him into the Ultron, and you still pull off, the combo that you're trying to do here. And so, like I said, at first when I first saw this, I was kind of like, I don't understand it. But as I played it more and more, I was like, God dang, I'm always getting to do my combo, and if the combo wins, well, now I just get to do it all the time here. Consistency is such a huge deal when it comes to your win rate inside of Marvel Snap, and you're even getting get into situations where you play an Iron Lad and you go, okay, I'm either going to hit a Blink or the Ultron, and if I hit the Blink is going to turn the card into Ultron. So like I said, it just ends up being very, very consistent, which is definitely a great thing. Now, there's not really a whole lot of other cards to talk about in the list. Everybody is just supporting acts to the Patriot Sandman Ultron combo. We do have Cassandra Nova in here, which really doesn't find a whole lot of value outside of those Airsham matches. Typically not playing her if I have that Patriot in hand, unless it is an Airsham deck. But we do have the Jeff and the Nocturne that we can move around. Nocturne is great for turning off unwanted locations. We do have the Iron Lad, which just hits a lot of good cards a lot of the times. If you can hit your Patriot with it or a Blue Marvel, every once in a while it will kind of screw you because you got to be careful. Say, hey, if I hit an Ultron, is it going to be devastating for me? and sometimes it is, but you just kind of take that gamble. But like I said, overall, this is the Patriot Sandman Ultron show, but this list here just a lot more consistent. Super Scroll is a huge factor in kind of going over the top of those games where you should probably break even. Zoo being one of those matches where you typically are about the same on points, but being able to steal some of their buffs, definitely great, definitely can throw you over the edge in those matchups. And then again, the Blink to just help make things a lot more consistent. But like I said, very simple deck to play. This is a little bit superior version, maybe less accessible than the original version I showcased in the last video. One last thing to mention though about the effectiveness of this deck, you really got to be good with your snaps. You can't be snapping after you play Sandman. You're only going to get one cube. You have to snap before the Sandman is played. You have to be snapping when you've basically got all the cards that you need for the final turns. Essentially a Sandman and then a way to guarantee you're going to play Ultron on turn 6, whether you're blinking the Sandman away or just have that Ultron in hand. You know, leagues came out like 2 days into the season, so not a ton of Infinite players ended up playing the same people over and over again. And you know what? About the 10th time they've been hit with Sandman, the jig is kind of up. They're already leaving. They're leaving as soon as I snap, even if it's like turn 2 or 3. So yeah, definitely when people know what you're doing, they know you're a Sandman list. Definitely not as effective in the cube gain from them, but that's just something to know. The deck is very powerful, but when it comes from cube game, unless people are just being kind of lazy, they can do the math. They know, hey, if they play Ultron, this is their max potential. So definitely be snapping before that Sandman comes out. But if you're playing against players that you're seeing, kind of consistently or inside of Conquest, they know what you're doing, and it can be a lot harder to be, effective with the deck. So as always, gang, y'all know the drill. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. I will catch you on the next one. Do me that favor. Click the like button. It's the only thing YouTube cares about. Greatly promote the channel and the video. If you're not subscribed, I would love to have you. And yeah, hopefully next league goes a little bit better, but I do think at the end of the day, leagues just turn into who can spend more time in the game because wins are, weighted so heavily. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully, if it is the Jeff emote for the top 3 spots, maybe it'll be purchasable for gold or something at some point, because I know people are going to want that emote. It's Jeff. Everybody loves Jeff. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Well, dang, I think we're going to get all the cards that we need this game. Yeah? I'm actually going to be kind of a jerk. They're not going to be able to draw anything else other than what they had. Well, now they will. Oh, no. They're a Patriot player. I'll take a walls. That's fine. Now I can't draw anything I need. That's all right. We're going to Sandman blink into Ultron and lose. Yeah, I just gave him a Dazzler. Oh, Lord. Oh, but we get him with a Super Scroll. Yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, we got him. Don't draw Ultron here. We got this all day, I think. I should probably do my math a little better, but I think we got him. So we're blinking the Sandman into Ultron.
There's no strings on me.
Yeah, all my power was gonna be on the right because I had two. I had 2 of the Dazzlers from the Super Scroll here. So there you get to see the interaction of blinking the Sandman into Ultron, which is just a crazy play line. It's like boom, but it just makes, when you don't draw the Ultron, right? Because we didn't draw the Ultron that game. The blink just helps you consistently hit what you're trying to do. And because you're already trying to play those finishers at the end of the game, it's already pretty likely you're going to have the Doctor Doom or the Ultron to play out anyways. But the blink just makes it that much more consistent. I would feel like 90% of the games you're getting to get the Ultron play off. You can use blink to do other things like guarantee a Sandman or a Blue Marvel. And, you know, like right here, we knew we were going to turn the Sandman into the Ultron. Super Skrull is really the reason we won here, though. But like I said, this deck's just a couple cards off from the just plain old original Sandman version, like what they're playing. But those couple of changes are just kind of crazy. The Super Skrull, the blink. So it's the Rock again. From the top rope. It always makes me laugh when I run into him. He has not changed his name or his title since he put this as his name and title. Ah, oh, come on. We can shut off Necrosha if we want. We'll see what's going on here. We'll probably play Super Skrull next turn so that I can guarantee a decent blink off of it. Never mind. We're kind of hoping for Iron Lad or Sandman. We want Sandman, but Iron Lad would give us a shot at another one. Oof, that's gonna be... I wish he would have beasted next turn. He probably expects the Sandman here. We'll do it like this. I want to get as much points on Dazzler as possible. So I need to play Sandman in a lane that I'll be able to field with moving Nocturne. And I think I want to turn this off for myself. Well, most of their cards are actually going to be small other than their... yeah, we want to turn this off. I don't want to be taking 2 points away from my Ultron bots. Alright, so they're pretty much finished here. Only thing with Regos is a Cosmo or an Goliath, and they don't run that. We're going to go up significantly in points in the middle. That Widow's Kiss is basically going to become a -2, but we're getting rid of Necrosha, so it's just going to be back down to a 0. They can only play one card, so I mean, I don't know what you play here that wins. Oh boy.
There's no strings on me.
Nocturne, you almost did it. You almost did it, Nocturne.
Victory.
Oh man. All right, we got us. This is always seems to appear when I'm playing against Arishem player. Always. Now, unless they Loki 2 or 3, our Cassandra is going to be pretty massive here. They are all running Shadow King and Shang, though, so odds are it's not going to sit on the table. Don't really have our finishers, though, anyways. We're going to Cassandra into the middle in Necrosha. They may have wished they held that. We are actually going to Cassandra over here, meaning they have to have Shadow King if they want to shut this off. We'll Patriot, we'll Sandman, and then we'll hope for either an Ultron pool or a Blink, because I would love to get a good recording of that interaction actually happening. You just, with you playing the cards that you need at the end of the game, you're already fairly likely to.
Knowledge is power.
Well, there's my blink. Blink is at the bottom. There's Ultron.
Snap. Opponent snapped.
So they probably got Shadow King. That's fine. Yep. Oh no, there goes my Ultron. Oh! Thank goodness. They may have an Goliath or something. I needed to have the priority. I'm hoping they just snap because of the Shadow King.
I see the way.
If I was gonna play Goliath, where would I play it? Here. Right? This is more points because I'm not getting the -2 from 4 bots. Oh, they played it right in the middle. Well, we got him. We got him anyways.
There's no strings on me.
And bots are huge on the left side. I didn't need my blink. Looking good for us right now. If we draw a Doctor Doom and a blink, we're looking real good. Oh, we got to shut off the Nexus. We got to shut it off. Oh, we can. We can shut it. We can shut it off. They're going to get a rock. They're going to get a rock. I am going to try and not give any more triggers. Now, I'm going to have to give one more trigger to their Red Hulk, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But I think we're going to do it. Oh, I should have shut it off. Well, I guess we're going to see what happens. Oh my God.
Opponent snapped.
We need to draw Blink next turn. We can Iron Lad possibly into a Blink. Man, they just get to play that out a turn early? I did not realize they were an Airship deck. We're hoping for the Blink, or I guess Ultron works too, but oh my God.
There's no strings on me. Victory.
How? Oh my God. Holy. I think I would have rathered Cassandra Nova. Yeah, especially now that we got the Blink. But we'll just blink our Sandman if we don't draw well. We're gonna well, we got everything we need. We're gonna Cassandra Nova, Nocturne, turn it off. Sandman, Ultron, hopefully win. I don't want to get hit with Gilgamesh right here. So we're definitely not blinking anything. Uh-oh. It's time to go to work. I'm thinking about should I be snapping or not. I'm also wondering if I should be super scrolling or not. So they snap me. We're not going Sandman. We're going Super Scroll. Because if they play Boom Marvel, I'll be very happy. Uh-oh. Yeah! If they play an Ultron, we still win. If I play an Ultron here, I might lose. They're not going to stay for 8. I'm so glad we played the Super Skrull over the Sandman. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good for him. Please don't be Cosmo. Oh, I think we definitely got him now. Yep. We got him for 8. Super Skrull coming in clutch there. Getting the Dazzler, getting the Blue Marvel. Very important to kind of know your matchups. Now, had we played Sandman, we still would have been in good shape, I think. Because they would have either only played Mockingbird or Shadow or whatever. All right, not too bad here. We're almost guaranteed to be able to get, yeah. So at this point, I can guarantee I hit Doom or Ultron. Hopefully we draw the Doom, because I don't want to 50-50 blink the Sandman here. All right. It's so important to be snapping with this deck. Oh my gosh, that's even better for us. The issue is, you know, I'm recording, right? And especially with leagues right now, everyone's like, I'll just leave for minus 25 points rather than getting in real deep. I'm glad we played this. I'll probably Sandman here and then blink it. Okay, so as long as they don't dump on 5, I think we're gonna be okay. They're gonna put their Darkhawk here. This might hit Ultron. It wouldn't be that bad if it did. Really wanted to hit Dr. Doom or Super Skrull, honestly. Because if it hits the Doom or the Ultron boss, I think they leave. Okay. So. Or, I mean. Actually, let's just shut it off. Let's just shut it off. Because we're. Never mind. We're still going to shut it off, though. We're gonna do it opposite. This is his Darkhawk. Oh no, he's gonna lose the Darkhawk. Well, it's not much smaller. Okay, so we're guaranteed to hit Ultron. And I think this is the way to go.
Victory.
Man, they were toast anyways. These Ultron bots, they were going to be 7 apiece. So they lose here. I was going to play Blink here. So we would be going up another 8. They weren't going to be able to compete. And then we were going to have, you know, 17 here with the 3 more Ultron bots. Come on. All right, what's going on there? Yeah, I couldn't remember. Believe they were playing Airsham. Cassandra Nova's great, but you want to hold her like kind of closer to the end, but they're all running Loki now, so you don't get near the value. Uh-oh. Was this my Patriot? Yes, it was. Okay. All right. Well, this is great for them, you know? There's my dadgum. My dadgum Ultron. I need a Patriot for. That's all right. We're going to Iron Lad into Super Scroll. I'm going to get it right back. It'll be all right. We do have a Sandman. They're going to hit this with a Shadow King, though, and it is not going to matter, you know? Priority is kind of important here. A lot of Goliath inside of these Airsham decks. Also, when Loki gets like turn 2 Loki, turn 3 Loki against you, they really have the advantage because Sandman really don't matter to them. They're playing your cards out quicker than you can. Oh, we got the Super Scroll. I told y'all on the Iron Lad here. Okay. I really want to Super Scroll again. But I think the Sandman's more of the nail in the coffin. Maybe they play over here. But they may just Shang me. Shadow King me now. Okay, so are we still gonna have priority? Yes, very important here. Very important here. They're done. They're done here.
There's no strings on me.
Unless they had like Rogue or Enchantress. But even then. They've got their own, but it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. I did the math that quick.
Victory.
We almost lost this one. Where did you get your own Ultron? From the Nick Fury. I mean, you copycatted my Patriot. You got your own Ultron. What? I deserve that one. I deserve that one. My goodness. Had they have connected with the Gamora on the turn they played them, we would have lost. We would have lost. All right, not a bad opening hand. All right, Sandman may be pretty good into this. So we've got this. We need to pick up the Patriot. Yeah, unfortunately, Elysium's going to be doing doing damage here. Now, we can guarantee a blue Marvel or a Doctor Doom here, but I would prefer a Patriot. But if it hits the Patriot, obviously I'm not going to blink it. All right, so it does hit the Doctor Doom. We're going to be 2 over here. Hey. All right, so we do guarantee a blue Marvel now. We're guaranteeing the blue Marvel on the blink. Unfortunately, no Patriot, so we might Doctor Doom again. I don't know. Yeah, we may end up just doing Dazzler, Sandman, Doctor Doom. We're gonna have the blue Marvel though, which is good. Now I would typically snap this. Yeah, so there's that. Hoping they don't dump here. This is where you would snap before the Sandman comes down. Because they definitely played Kitty Pryde again. Oh yeah, we got him. Yeah, so they got this 8 power Kitty Pryde that if that's the only thing they want to play, they can. But unfortunately, we got priority. Yeah, they're out.
Victory.
That's why you got to snap that hand. But this right here just kind of shows you how much better this version is than just the standard Sandman Patriot deck with blink. Because as you can see, as the game goes on, you know most of the time what you're going to guarantee. Like I was guaranteeing to hit the blue Marvel, right? And you do that so many times. Like I said, you're trying to play these cards by the end of the game, like the Doctor Doom and the Ultron. So you're already kind of likely to draw into, you know, both of them, one of them. And if you don't, you've got the blink, which almost guarantees you are going to get to play it out.